Being resilient does not mean that you don't feel the stress. Pain, anxiety and emotional distress are the imperishable facts of life, it can't be avoided. The trick is to defeat it and find pleasure and happiness in life. You are able to learn resilience, anybody can. There are a few crucial elements that go into building a resilient individual. Following are some of those factors. Supportive relationships, it seems to be the most crucial factor. Having loving and supportive relationships assists you in building resilience in the face of hardships. Relationships that offer love, trust and encouragement boost your resilience. Taking critical action, it helps a good deal if you set goals for yourself and take steps based around to a realistic plan. If you're used to just responding to the situations and are unable to look beyond the stressful position you face, it's definitely going to add stressors in your life. Thinking positively, a resilient individual searches for opportunities in difficulties. Anticipate a favorable result and take concrete steps to reach the sought-after outcome. If you can't do anything, hope and pray for the positive result. Worrying and fussing wears you out and reduces your fighting capability, besides making you boring, indecisive and unappealing. 13. Effective communication, being capable to communicate clearly, without concern and inhibition, being capable to voice your opinions appropriately, letting other people recognize your expectations. This is terribly crucial in being capable of surviving difficult situations. Containing and handling emotions, being capable to know all your emotions, acknowledging when to tolerate stress and when to hold back. In essence, knowing yourself better is a requirement of being a resilient individual. Probabilities are there's a TV in your household you feel you can't live without. A lot of individuals flip on the TV daily without fail, and in a few cases watch hour after hour of programming. Switching off the TV may have quite a few advantages. There are ways to break loose from the television set and spend more time engaging in other, more productive, interests. Record your preferred shows. Rather than sitting through commercials, recording gives you the alternative to skip them all in all. Additionally, if the show is atrocious in the first place, you are able to fast forward to see if it's going to become any better, instead of having to sit and wait through the total show. Think to see if the shows are worth it, or if you're just looking on out of tedium. For 1 week, bring forward the self-control to give up viewing the shows that you watch on a regular basis. You will know at 14. The end of the week which shows to go forward watching and which shows were not significant enough to watch over again. Chances are you will have at least 1 or 2 shows to do away with from your viewing schedule per week. Discover a fresh hobby. If there's something you are passionate about doing, there's a probability you would be willing to switch off the TV in favor of working on that hobby. Schedule dates with other people for times when you are normally watching TV. Whether it's having a fellowship night at home or going to a weekly dinner with acquaintances, you are less likely to be in front of the TV if there's someplace else to be and a commitment you've made to others. Think about enrolling in a workout class or a different type of course that will make sure to keep you out of the house. Get out and exercise. The advantages of health, possible weight loss and being active far outbalance sitting in front of the TV. Get into a workout routine during the time when you'd commonly be watching television programs. Exercise may be rather addictive, you might wind up getting so involved with it that TV could become a remote second when it comes to picking out something to do. Watching too much TV may make you feel a little brain dead, says a new study, and it may also take years off your life. 15. The more time you spend watching television, the higher your risk of dying at an earlier age, particularly from heart conditions, researchers found. The subject area followed 8,800 grown-ups with no history of heart condition for more than 6 years. Compared to those who watched less than 2 hours of television per day, inhabit who watched 4 hours or more were 80% more probable to die from heart conditions and 46% more probable to die from any cause. Altogether, 284 individuals died during the study. Each extra hour spent in front of the television set expanded the risk of dying from heart conditions by 18% and the total risk of death by 11%. 16. Chapter 3, Coping and Simplifying. Synopsis. I'm going to identify some of the major methods that will assist you in building resilience and coping with stress. There are methods that someone can apply to bypass the mental and physical reaction to stress. There are also tools that people can apply to distress and heighten their overall well-being. With the burst of concern in local food, consumers now have a lot of choices of products, labels, and ways to shop, so, a lot of individuals are left questioning where to begin. Food choices may be overpowering, and altering where and how we shop may be nerve-wracking. On the other hand, the advantages of purchasing local can be capital. 17. Changing things. I'm going to identify some of the major methods that will assist you in building resilience and coping with stress. There are methods that someone can apply to bypass the mental and physical reaction to stress. There are also tools that people can apply to distress and heighten their overall well-being. The methods named here can be divided up into two categories, as follows: 1. Relaxation methods and self-hypnosis. 2. Coping with stress. Exercise, music, meditation, massage. Self-esteem is a crucial factor in conquering stress. Determining that you are capable of meeting and conquering life's stressors is a good start in building self-esteem. Also, a crucial part of self-esteem is believing you're worthy of love and happiness. Signs of low self-esteem. Go through the following list and consider how many of these reflect your own thoughts. I do not like myself. I do not deserve love. 18. There's something wrong with me. I'm not worthy of respect from other people. It's tough for me to make eye contact with other people. I'm profoundly distressed when other people criticize me. Did one of these sound like you? Did more than one sound like your personality? If yes, then you have to take a few concrete steps to better your self-esteem. Why low self-esteem increases stress levels in your life. Low self-esteem steps up stress levels in your life due to two reasons. 1. You're constantly gauging yourself negatively. You do not permit yourself to open up to felicity due to an ongoing damaging internal dialogue. 2. You're constantly concerned about what others think of you and go to unreasonable lengths to attain their acceptance and approval. Confidence versus self-esteem. They are different. Self-esteem is different from self-confidence in numerous ways. You may be extremely successful in your chosen career and yet you still find yourself feeling terrible. You need to be capable of loving yourself to experience happiness. Several successful individuals are miserable at heart and have terrible self-esteem. Low self-esteem makes it easier for other people to manipulate you, and it also makes you terribly unsure of your own feelings and opinions.